rock out with the Ravens.
As we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The drive will start with an option going left. First down and more for Jackson. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Here's Jackson. Going deep here for Watkins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. Open man, Watkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, the better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. without Tua.
Let's go.
It's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Yo, quit already. God damn. What are we gonna use next? What else is the Eagle? That should be a banger right here.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this to Ward. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Got a man, that's Ward. And he's going to get this deep on Arizona's side of the field.
Good job.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays...
Oh, shit.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Caught that shit.
Dallas got it. There to make the grab. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
That's a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as...
And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Connor. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and goal. Murray, open man Freed. He's got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
There's Rager, a nice grab. And he's going to get this deep on Arizona's side of the field. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Sets up to throw it. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Finds Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and take it. Driving at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet, see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Touchdown. Max Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At the line, this Philly offense set to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
He'll fire deep for Rager. Got a man. It's caught into the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager, 48 yards. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious from both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like the description there. We're sitting in a nice royal box watching this.
Thank you for popping in.
Let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. There's Murray. Dancing to his left. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That was a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Murray Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Play fake, Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 30 yards. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
Shout out with you, man. Thank you for popping in. Y'all can drop a like on the video.
Simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around.
What the fuck is that?
53 remaining in this first half of play.
What the fuck was that?
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field.
Y'all saw that shit?
They ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender.
That was crazy.
Really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught. Smith.
So, baby.
Down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
Dang, so that's some more yards.
Gets to the 10. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
The kick by Elliott is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray now on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. He's got a man complete. And
God damn.
Deep in Philadelphia territory. Well, like so
Fucked up. Play that shit right.
He's a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and he's had a heck of a game so far.
Fuck.
100 yards receiving already. And it's not all been air yards as we
God
saw right
damn.
there.
Pick that shit.
When he can space maneuver, he can often turn it into a big play after the catch.
On second and goal, Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Oh, shit.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rear view here, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now
Shit,
he has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Looking here for Smith downfield.
Damn.
This is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Yeah, this shit ain't gonna work.
This will go a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second and 1, Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts.
Oh, he's back in.
5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage
too
too
good
good
to
to allow him to
that
run
field
the
goal,
ball?
ain't it?
I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Can we get a fucking stop?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, Isabella. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Oh my goodness.
DeAndre Hopkins.
The fucking
His
throw.
second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection.
God damn.
It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it.
Nigga was wide open. What the fuck happened? What type of throw was that?
Neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles. And a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon.
Nigga's
Let's face
fucking me
it,
over.
it's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything.
Oh my god, this nigga gonna deflect this shit.
Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14.
Must not supposed to win.
9 yards, and that
God
leaves him
dang.
just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Here's Murray.
What the fuck?
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray with his second touchdown of the
Not buying
afternoon.
this shit.
And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They're going to try and run.
Not
Just
buying
a
this
short
shit.
gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And now it's second down. He'll fire it deep for Reagor. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
That was a good
So
game.
there'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the turnover, here's Murray. Williams brings it in. And down inside the 15 it goes. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone.
Alright, man, good game. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm ready to quit. I'm trying to get as many games as I can on this joint. Hell yeah, man. Good game, though. That was some bullshit. That was some fucking bullshit. Knew you saw that bullshit. That was fucking phony. That was the phoniest shot I ever seen. Yo, literally tackled Joe. Went right through his body. What the fuck? Never. Oh. That shit is crazy. And they want us to pay $70 for that bullshit? Fuck no. That's crazy. That shit is crazy. I saved a couple of them clips. Them joints getting uploaded right to YouTube. Uploaded straight to YouTube. I don't care.
And we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from Denver. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Oh.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And incomplete to open things up.
No sense risking anything there on first down, even though he's still in the pocket. He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Locke. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here in the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Stafford on 3rd down.
Thank you.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them. And he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time. A lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to beat it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And got his man complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Here's Locke to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Block on target there to Fayette, the tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Able to put it through, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And this is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Stafford to Higbee there. Rams first down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Finding room inside the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing at Stafford. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be swung out wide for Henderson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Giving to the big tight end.
Let's go.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 17, block. This is the tight end fan. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He'll let this go deep for Sutton, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Block now to throw. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Throwing now is Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. They look to throw. It's Locke. That's out to the flat for Gordon. Touchdown Broncos. Melvin Gordon, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back of the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Stafford now to throw.
Let's go.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Now a first down throw, Stafford. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards to pick up there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And this will take it in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far, brings up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Here's a diving catch right side. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Stafford looks to throw again. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Stafford. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. They'll run here with Henderson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Darrell Henderson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your tackle right here.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. And that's checked down to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Locke. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Motherfucker runs away from the pass.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Gay's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Offense at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Locke to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And a loose football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
We'll get near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say at the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. On first down, it's Henderson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles in the line of scrimmage, left it no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. That'll be swung out wide in for Henderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 78 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense.